The really interesting question is why it is that my friends in the other party have made the idea of preventing these people from getting health care their holy grail.
President Obama, on his way out the door for vacation, delivers a parting shot at those Republicans who are threatening to defund Obamacare, even at the cost of a government shutdown. And we're back now with the panel. Well, Democrats clearly think, and you can see it there, that the Republicans would be making, some Republicans would be making a grievous mistake were they to tie Obamacare to funding the government. Carly, are the Democrats right? Would it be a bad mistake?
I do think they're right, unfortunately. And I think the Republicans honestly have missed an opportunity here. I believe Obamacare is an abomination. It will not work. 2,600-page bill that nobody understands, put together under political heat, is going to be a disaster. And my fear is that we will end up so negatively impacting a sixth of our economy that it will be very hard to recover. So I understand the emotion behind this is our last shot. When I say I think the Republicans have missed an opportunity, I don't think the American people are particularly satisfied with an answer that says, let's repeal it, but we don't know what we're going to do instead. And so what I would have hoped is over the last 4+ years, there would have been thoughtful people saying, the original goal was right. Access to affordable health care. Here's what we should do instead. And there is no instead. And I think that's going to be a big problem,
now, I want to pick up on that aspect of this whole debate, Senator Lieberman, because even the president in the news conference acknowledged that there are going to be bumps in the road in the implementation of Obamacare starting in October, but really through the rest of 2014. What do you think are the chances that the rollout of the program is going to end up being a burden for Democrats next year and in the November campaign rather than a plus?
Well, the fact is that this is what the debate is all about. This is all about politics. It's all a lot of sound and fury. It's not really about policy because Obamacare is not going to be defunded because if it ever was defunded by the House, it would not pass the Senate. If it ever passed the Senate, the President would veto it. Obamacare is not going to be repealed certainly for the next 3.5 years.
But I'm asking you a different question, which is in terms of policy. Is Obamacare going to be good for the Democrats as people deal with it in 2014 or bad?
Yeah, so this is what this is about. I think the President was in a very strong position at the press conference of what he said. And I think it's a real, not only a substantive challenge in the way that Carly just talked about, the Republicans haven't come up with an alternative to Obamacare, but it's a real political challenge, which is that all the Republicans are doing is saying no. And people remember that before Obamacare, there was a problem, which was 30+ million people didn't have insurance. A lot of them were getting health care, and we were paying for it. And the cost of insurance was going sky high. So the answer to how's it going to play out politically in 2014, I don't know. But I would say if you view the President's statement on Friday as an opening shot, he and the Democrats are heading toward the higher ground here, the better ground politically.
Bill?
I hate to say that Joe is wrong, but, you know, even Homer nods occasionally, and in this case, he's dead wrong. I agree with Carly. Republicans should have been more aggressive in setting out an alternative. They're working on that. They'll have one, I believe, that will be introduced in both bodies early next year. There have been other alternatives, but anyway, they were too slow in that. There were two disagreements among themselves. It's a hard issue. Having said that, delaying the individual mandate, delaying the exchanges, insisting that Congress be covered by the same rules as the rest of the country, those are winners, not losers. And delaying the implementation of those parts of Obamacare, at least, maybe not defunding the whole thing, but delaying the implementation of those parts is a total winner. And Republicans should make that case over the next 2 months and make it aggressively.
But part of the problem for Republicans is that their argument is being overtaken by people like Ted Cruz.
No, let's see. Well, no, I don't agree with that.
Shutting down the government.
I don't agree with that.
For now, at least.
No, he's not focusing on shutting down the government. Ted Cruz says, I want to pass a continuing resolution that keeps open the rest of the government. I think it was a little unwise to make defunding Obamacare the lead instead of delaying the key parts of it. But there's plenty of time for the two to come together here. And I think Republicans by Labor Day are going to be in good shape on this Obamacare
All right,
debate.
but that's what I want to get to. Because I think in the end, the politics isn't going to be the politics, it's the policy that's going to be the politics. How does the White House, you cover the White House every day for AP, how worried are they in the White House about the actual implementation of Obamacare, how the health care exchanges are going to work, how many young people are going to sign up, what is it going to mean to the average person's coverage, what's it going to mean to the average person's premiums? How worried are they about how Obamacare is going to work in the next 12 to 15 months?
They are incredibly anxious, particularly as it relates to who signs up for these exchanges. You know, the exchanges on their own will only work if you get very specific people to sign up. Young people, healthy people who aren't going to, you know, be a drag on the system. And so you're going to see, you're already starting to see it, you're going to see it ramp up in particular October 1st when the exchanges open. A campaign-style effort. It will resemble in a lot of ways the actual voter registration and get out the vote efforts of the Obama presidential campaigns, because they know if they don't get these people to sign up, the exchange system won't work. And if the exchange system doesn't work, then it has a broad impact on the rest of the policies as well.